Two men arrested in burglary at mansion of Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Davis. The high-definition surveillance cameras captured it all. Three perpetrators used a hammer and door stopper to smash their way into the mansion on Lemongrass Drive in the Parkland Golf and Country. Inside, they found the bowl with car keys and gained access to two garages that contained 5 luxury vehicles: a 2020 Lamborghini Urus, a 2022 Ferrari SF90, a 2021 Mercedes AMG GT, a 2022 Mercedes Maybach, and a 2022 Dodge Charger Hellcat. They eventually took off with the vehicles and stole other belongings, deputies alleged, including clothes, bags, and electronics. The total loss was about $2 million. The Broward County Sheriff's Office has now arrested 2 men in connection to the burglary at that home in Parkland, Florida. It belongs to Baltimore boxing champion Gervonta Tank Davis. Jamariel Johnson, 21 years old, of Lauderdale Lakes, Florida, and Tafari Clauzel, 21, of North Lauderdale, Florida, face charges including burglary, grand theft, and grand theft auto. They are being held without bond in the Joseph V. Conti facility in Pompano Beach, Florida. Davis, 28 years old, is currently incarcerated after Baltimore Circuit Judge Althea M. Handy revoked his home detention sentence on June 1st for a 2020 hit and run after learning that he was staying without court permission at a Four Seasons hotel and a $3.4 million condo that he bought in Silo Point. The whole point is, I didn't want him to be sitting by the pool in a spa, Handy said. Michael Tomko, Davis's attorney at the time, reported after the hearing that his client's mansion was burglarized and ransacked, and their personal belongings, including prize boxing regalia and several collector cars, were stolen. Alright guys, well, this is pretty explosive stuff here. Law enforcement reported the following allegations in court documents. The burglary took place at about 1:30 a.m. on June 2nd. 3 people ransacked the house and stole various bags and clothes. The perpetrators found car keys in a bowl and used them to get into the 2 garages at the house, which contained 5 cars. Surveillance cameras captured Johnson taking off in the Lamborghini. Detectives used various investigative techniques and learned that the burglars met up after stealing the vehicles at a racetrack gas station in Lauderdale Lakes after the crime. Security cameras recorded Johnson getting out of the Hellcat, going into the convenience store and buying items. He then got into the Mercedes. At about 5:45 a.m., Johnson went back to the mansion and stole the Ferrari. Law enforcement tried to stop the car, but he took off. Deputies identified Johnson as the possible suspect and tried to pull him over on June 14th for a tinted front windshield violation. He drove off, but law enforcement quickly apprehended him. In an interview, Johnson admitted to the investigators that he entered the mansion through the second door balcony. He reported that he used a hammer to smash the glass of the bathroom and stole clothes and the Lamborghini. Later, Johnson told detectives he came back and took the Ferrari. He identified himself in security videos from the home and gas station. Meanwhile, Clauzel took clothes, bags, and electronics and helped other burglars load up the stolen items in the vehicles. He drove off in the Mercedes AMG GT. Surveillance video showed Clauzel arriving and getting out of that car at the racetrack gas station. He eventually came back in the Hellcat. Deputies later conducted a traffic stop and took Clauzel into custody. Clauzel identified himself on surveillance video throwing a stone at the balcony door window of the mansion and using a